iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. Mamelodi Sundowns won, Amazulu 0 in the DStv Premiership on a Saturday afternoon. Bimenyimana, the Black Panther. Mr. Tso, how are you feeling, sir?
Mr. Nkewu ngiradi mfethu njani wena?
Yes, sir.
Ngibulisa wena mfethu, ngibulisa Justice, ngibulisa Junior, ngibulisa Drake, ngibulisa namakhaya. Cela support njalo like iDiskiTV. Ngizobe nje njalo ngichike futhi. Mr. Nkewu, what a game. You know, the weekend kanje, it's very nice.
Was it really a great game, this game?
Yes, I mean, you know that you're gonna watch football when Sundowns is playing. What a game! I would say what a game because I saw beautiful football from Sundowns. Amazulu, I expected them, you know, also to come to the party with the players about now because of they've been around, they've got experience, and I was so surprised not to see Abomachoro, Abontuli, Umango was alone up front, seeing Uzuma coming and play behind him. Maybe it was a plan. It almost worked because I think Iplenyake was to play a draw. So I think it almost worked, Iplenyake, but Mr. Nkewu, ngizoshenye into la. You know, banokuthi when you put yourself la, it's good when you climb, you figure lapha. But to maintain, it's a problem. Sundowns, what they're doing, they climb, they are on top. Now they need to maintain. And for me, it seems like now they're starting to crack.
But they're still number one.
Yeah, they're still number one. It's just a matter of time where people, they will see Mangiti, they're starting to crack. Because why? I said it on Friday, Oguti. If they're going to do a justice in the game, they will win. But if you don't start about compromise this and that, then the team will play.
What are they compromising? What are you saying, so?
We just need to be honest, Mr. Nkewu. You still have Mabuya, you still have Mkulisi, you still have Domingo, you still have Kapinga. So, Umkwena, Numbuli, but champion all these players, they went straight to first lineup. 2 Americans, number 40, they jump, those players, they went in straight to the first lineup. Those are serious questions from game Oguti. When you do that with these players that have never been given a fair chance, what are you trying to apply?
Is it not about competence? Can you not say that these ones that I'm playing are really better, like they are factually better than the ones that they are skipping? Of course, which will bring us back to the question you go to Ububatengelando in the first place, which is always feeding to the speculation about weakening opposition. That why do you need Kapinga if you're not going to play him?
That's my problem when I'm mistaken, because right now, Ulando Mashiro, you still have Modiba, you still have Ungobeni, you still have Ulake. So it means Ulake is out. So I don't want to say this, but I will put it because for me, it seems like all the players that were signed coach Pito, the only playing Bonuguti they've tried but they failed. The rest, look at Onyango. When's the Onyango? Because they are but look at him sitting. There's nothing. Look, I want people to understand. I'm not against the new players, but I'm saying let them work for the lineup. They mustn't come to the team and just walk in. No, they need to work. Onyango has been at Sundowns for years. He worked to be a number one. So everyone, they've worked Google first lineup, but you know, a technical team, the Sundowns, they buy a player now. They put that player in, and you just have to watch. I mean, you still have Abu Ralan and they've bought him. Where is he now? You see, so that's my worry with them. It seems like they taking away. There's nothing wrong if you're making a change in the game, but when you make a change without any given reason, then that's where I've got a problem. So that's my technical team Sundowns. That's my war Oguti. And then when players they just come in and walk in the lineup, whereas we've got players that they've been working, but they can't get that privilege. They just walk in. Hopefully, maybe they will realize and see how they're gonna work it out. But it's gonna be a serious.
I just want to say that the beautiful thing about this game is that it's about competency and it's about results. I think that what the Sundowns technical team is doing is unnecessary, but they are going to hang themselves with their own rope. What that means is that if you are enabled to spend 50 to 100 million in a transfer window, you are actually spending more than your opposition, all of them combined. So if Hlanganisa wonke team of 15, their expenditure, you've actually outspent them as one team. But football is a beautiful thing. It's about competency. I think that what will happen is the moment that they don't win the league, those people will be fired and they will not have any excuse or any leg to stand on. They are putting themselves in a position where the moment that they don't win the league, and they haven't been winning the Champions League, it's been quarterfinal, fans every year, blah, 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 blah. It's even starting to sound stupid now that you guys know that you will just be knocked out in the quarterfinals and you will qabana when we tell you. But it happens anyways, that one mistake that they don't win the league, they will be fired. And I think that will be about the fact that they've far outspent the rest of the other teams, all of them combined, the amount of money that they've spent. Maybe let's focus on Amazulu now, back to the game as we wrap up. What could they have done better here? Was 0-0 a realistic target and nothing else for them, given the strength of their team?
Mr. Kyo, I'm thinking, yeah, a 0-0, that should be the best results for them. I mean, according to Ilana Piabo, you could say they were not a threat to that defense. Yes, and maybe one or twice you'll see those actions. Maybe they will get something out of that action. But looking at Bona, I think they came to Pitori for a draw, and it almost worked. Sorry, it almost worked for them. But you know, with the experience of Anayo in Amazulu, I also find it really difficult to why they couldn't challenge Sundowns, because you know akufana team where when you look at them pound to pound, because sometimes when you look at them pound to pound experience wise, they can compete amongst each other. Players Amazulu now Sundowns, because they've been around with PSL, but I don't know who coach what was his plan, or maybe the availability of the players, they were not available with injuries. But Mr. K, good goal. Good goal.
That cannot be a good goal. Like, that goal cannot be described in the history of goals to be a good goal, other than a movement of the ball. But even the way it was deflected by a player Amazulu, and then he shot it, and you could see when he shoots it, it bubbles up. Like I don't know in what world that is a good goal.
A cool goal in terms of the temper of the game, because if you can check our chances about creating the Sundowns they've missed. Shalulile had tap in, but he missed them. So they had pressure. They had pressure of scoring because of the chances that they've created. So it's a good goal. Finally, at the last minute, they had to get a goal like that. They all count, Mr. Kyo. If I get 3 points. So, all on to Sundowns. But they, 35 strong PSL players that they can't match anyone. So, if you guys, you are not careful, I'm not saying much, I'm saying.
Okay. There you go. We'll find out, of course, at the end of the season. I think the amount of expenditure at some point should then say we don't expect anything less than a Champions League. When you can outspend your rivals, all of them combined together, when you can spend as much as what Al Ahly is spending, Raja Casablanca is spending, and remember that those North Africans spend US dollars when they sign players, $500,000 US, $2 million US. If you spend at that level now, you should be expected to somehow win it. It's been 6-7 years since the last time Sundowns won the CAF Champions Leagues. Perhaps this year or next year, this season, should be the expectation then, because you've far outspent all your opposition and you've taken all the best players from your opposition. That means you are guaranteed to win the league anyways, whatever happens here. So you have the best assembly of the squad. iDiskiTV, Diski Times, World Sports Betting. Thank you for watching us.